welcome back to the channel. So this is gonna be another little unedited long video. So it's not gonna be as long as 15 minutes, but I'm gonna try to restrict it between a few minutes, right? Just a few minutes of your time. Now, I'm gonna talk to the zombie community for a second. Just the negative people, right? Just all the negative people. The positive people, you're fantastic. The negative people, I'm talking to you, right? The negative community, talking about you right now for the whole zombies community, this whole negative people, right? Talking to you. I'm gonna mention something that I think it's valid to bring up. Do you remember back in the day where games were made to have, games are made to have fun, right? That's always how it's been, right? I understand that things don't go your way. You don't like it. But here's a little bit of a reminder that this is life. Life doesn't go your way. Life is not fair. It's not going to be. Yes, you can complain. You can, just complain to somebody. But let me ask you this good question. Where does your complaint go to, right? Where does it go? I don't think it's heard. Because if it was, would there be any changes? If anything has changed, would it be a good change or a bad change? Consider that all the time when you think about it, because games are made to have fun and not made to be realistic. I understand how, Battlefield is going, because, that's a realistic standpoint, how at least a military game should be. But Call of Duty has, yes, they were a military type game, but here's something that people have to understand, that Treyarch has never been a military type game, because Activision handles one thing and Treyarch handles another thing, but they mix in between and try to help each other, from my understanding, right? But here's something we have to understand. There's also a thing called fiction. Sometimes having things as realistic is not fun. Yes, you get to witness what happened as a real life situation, but that's not always fun. Not to me, at least. I don't enjoy those type of games, but maybe you guys do. But not every game is made to be realistic. If it was, either A, some people will enjoy it in the beginning, then get really bored after, or have something that's fiction so it fills those gaps. You want to know why Zombies is the most played mode in Black Ops 6? It's because it's fiction. Non-fiction means realistic, right? Fiction means a made-up world. Zombies is the most played game mode in Black Ops 6, period. Now, yes, people can argue that multiplayer takes more skill. I have my doubts, because zombie takes more skill. Wanna know why? Because unlike in multiplayer, the head doesn't move. It stays on one spot. You can always hit that spot. Yes, people can use Omni movement, which I still think it should not be in Black Ops 7. But the Omni movement, I understand. It's one of those things. But Omni movement is meant for those YY TikTokers. And if you ask, what is that? I don't even know. I only know that term because I watch C-Prez videos, okay? But here's the thing. Zombies, when it comes to their body and movement, and especially their head movement, it never stays in one spot. Some zombies do, some zombies don't. And before I hear a single complaint, wait until you go to super sprinters. That is much harder. Do you see a human running as fast as a zombie could? Because here's some level of science. You understand that these zombies, at least in this game, can run faster than the bus, can run faster than a Tesla car, can run faster than any vehicle. Hell, if they can run fast, they can jump high. If you remember back in Transit, right? Transit, just go back in Transit. Or Buried, whatever, any high building, right? They can jump up there. Why is it enjoyable? Because people enjoy it. Because fiction is something that adds into perspective. Like, for instance, if you go on Wattpad, which is a story maker, you can see so many stories that's fiction than nonfiction, but there's a balance between the two. And the reason why Call of Duty does it so well, at least for the fiction aspect, is not everything is made to be a reality. Not everything has to be realistic, okay? And yes, I understand where realism comes from, right? It goes to one way, and you have these real life situations. But you also have games that's fiction. For example, Killing Floor. That's fiction. You have Minecraft. That's fiction. You have so many games that's fiction. And let me remind you that most fiction games is more enjoyable than realistic games, at least by level of balance. But here's the difference. Realistic games and fiction games have a balance when you don't rush it and when you don't play it just for the realism. You're played to have fun. And that's what you guys do not understand, right? And when I say for the negative people who don't understand, I'm saying when you don't understand, you just don't understand, period. I've witnessed negative people, in my experience, who don't care about playing for fun and they just want to be negative because they want to be. Well, you guys don't understand how playing for fun can actually add a new level of gameplay. Now, yes, some of you can have criticism. I'm not talking about the positive people who have, like, criticism. I'm talking about, like, just the negative people entirely. And the whole thing is that not everything will go your way because life said, no, I cannot give you that. Why? Because look at the way you're acting, right? Life will not give you everything. You have to grow to accept it. Now, yes, all these negative people around it. Just understand that when you have a game, just play it how it is. Because I can guarantee, I'm not going to give you the exact number, because I don't know that exact number, but I bet you that half of the world doesn't care. Here's why. Because they enjoy the game to have fun. Because it's fiction. And yes, Battlefield has non-fiction, which means realistic. But, like I said, most realistic games only go so far. Sometimes you have to add fiction to a realism game. And it's just a mix between the two. And I'm only trying to put insight on this than not being negative, because I'm just being positive about it. I'm just trying to give insight, bring options to the table. Because here's the options for you. If you did not like the game, why are you playing it in the first place? Because you have an option to play a different game entirely. And try to put something that's... Well, if you're playing the same game, if you don't like it, then why are you playing in the first place? I know I said that earlier, but it just doesn't make sense to me. Because if you actually looked at reviews, the people who would really enjoy the game, I'm not talking about the paid people who were reviewed the whole thing. I'm talking about if you looked at the reviews, the honest reviews, right? Look at the views as from the people, and see if those people play it and they enjoy it, because they enjoy it. They play it to enjoy it. Because there's a lot of games that you just play to enjoy it. If you went back to the older games are still being played today. Black Ops 3, for instance. You also have Mario Kart Wii that's still being played today. So have that in mind. Have that just engraved in your mind. And sometimes you being a negative person doesn't go your way. How about you try being a positive person. And not let your own problems become someone else's problems, as in only saying out how you feel, but then you get backlash for it, right? Because, you know, you probably wouldn't like it, right? And you probably have. You probably had that backlash, and you probably didn't like it. You see how that feels now? But instead of me being an a-hole, I'm just giving you the positive light. Just saying that, hey, this is the positiveness, and just saying it right in front of your face. But also giving you options on the table. Because here's the second option. If you didn't enjoy it, you can play a different game. If you still didn't enjoy that one, then just don't play it, or just don't play it on the console or PC. Because there's a thing called real life. Like, I do stuff around the house, like most people do. We're all human, right? Find a way to adapt. That's all I have to say. That's all this video is meant for. Thanks for watching.